My dear friend, I want to tell you a story of how God healed me from blindness. After all the medical trials has failed in attempt to restore back my sight, my parents decided to seek for spiritual intervention in order for me to see again. So on this particular day, I went to monastery Enugu with my mom because my mom was a very religious and a prayerful woman. So when we got to Enugu, the following day, we wanted to go to a place they call waterfall. But here is the thing, in that waterfall, women are not allowed to go alone. You are expected to go with a full-fledged man or men. So we decided to look for someone who will accompany us to the place. My mother saw a young man who seated somewhere. His name was Emmanuel, tall and dark in complexion. You might be wondering, how did I know that he was tall and dark? At that point, I was still seeing a little. So my mother pleaded with him to accompany us to the place. He gladly accepted. We went to the waterfall and came back together. Thereafter, he engaged my mother in a deep conversation concerning the loss of my sight. He then told my mother that he has been here for the past 39 days, that God sent him a message for me. Curiously, my mother asked him, "My son, what is the message?" He then said, people should stop taking Pascal to any church for healing. Rather, send him back to school. That is the best thing you could do for him. To tell you how serious he was, he volunteered to travel with us back to Owerri to see my dad. When we got to Owerri, he saw my dad and they equally had a robust conversation about my sight, and he told my father that they should worry less about me receiving my sight. Rather, they should send me to school. Before he left, he told me that he would come back again to see me. But till this day, I have never heard anything about him. So it was at that point that my parents made a tough decision to send me to a special school for the blind, which I started my educational pursuit again. Now you might be asking, how did the miracle, or how was I now healed from blindness? Yes, I was healed from blindness because education for a visually impaired person is a restoration of his sight in disguise. Imagine if my parents did not make that decision to take me to school, what my life would have been. Imagine if the revelation did not come at that particular time. Maybe I wouldn't have had the opportunity to go to school. In fact, I wouldn't have had the opportunity to go to school. That is for the matter. Because it didn't take long after I started school, my both parents passed on. But the foundation they have already laid for my education made it easy for every other person that assisted me in the course of my educational journey.